Morning Flosstube, I hope everybody is well. My name is Darren, aka Dizzy Stitcher, and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the content that I'm going to be sharing today. If you are a returning viewer, then thank you very much for returning. I've had a fair few new subscribers in the last week. I've had nearly 100, which is really good. So I'm almost at 600 now. So today I'm going to go through obviously what I've been working on this week, and a couple of other stuff that I've done. Now hopefully as well, fingers crossed, I've actually worked out how I can do my stitch with me's, so I'll be giving that a try after I've done this video, and so you may see another video from me later on, maybe, hopefully. So first of all, I want to thank everybody as well who commented last week with regards to what those ring things were that I was looking for. So a couple of people have sent me some links to those on Amazon and that, so I will be looking at getting some of those eventually. I was going to get some this week, but then Heaven and Earth decided they were going to have a sale. Oops. So I bought a couple of patterns. I wasn't going to, but I did, and I had enough money to buy one, and I thought, well, why not keep it going for now? And then I got paid and realised that I'd done some overtime last week, so I was like, ooh, I'll buy two. So I bought two. So I'll show you the ones that I got. So the first one I got was Castle Wolves. Yes, the wolf one. And that's what this one looks like. Now this one uses the new DMC colours, I believe, because it's really low numbers on there. So I got that one. That's just in the normal size. I didn't go for the super size. And then I bought one that's not an animal for a change. So this one was the English Garden by Dominic Davison, which is this one. I thought I'd do something a little bit different for a change. So they're the two that I bought. So I reframed myself. Someone did post to me on Instagram a couple of, that wasn't on it, yeah, on Instagram and on comments about some new tiger and lion ones that was released. I looked at them ones and I was like, do I, don't I? And then I saw the wolf one, I was like, no, I'm having that one. And then I went looking through some of the other ones just to see, and I got the garden one. And then someone else on Instagram posted one of, it's an underwater scene with turtles and dolphins, and they've just really signed supersized, and now I want that one too. So, but we'll refrain from now. Also as well, I've joined two groups now. As I said, I wanted to look for some like stitching groups with some challenges and that. So I've joined the Full Coverage Fanatics. So I'm working on my supersized tiger family of the jungle for that one. And then I joined the Enchanted Stitching one as well. So the only thing with that one is when they release the new weekly challenges, that over here will be on a Monday afternoon, I believe. That's how it works. So you won't know what I'm going to be working on until I do my next Flosstube and then see what I've worked on. So we'll see how that one goes anyway. So right, a couple of you as well have asked for a bit more like videos with regards to the cats. So I've done a kind of meet and greet with the cats. So I'm going to insert that video as well here so you can meet those. So I do apologise as well, when you're watching the video you will see bits of cardboard everywhere. My cats have a habit of destroying boxes, so and I hadn't cleaned up before I'd done it, so there's a couple of little bits of cardboard flying around, but it is what it is. So this one is Kitty. Hello Kitty. Oh, she was playing, but now she's decided not to. So my cats love to destroy cardboard boxes. as I think any cats do. And that one there you can see is Tiger. So he's the eldest one. He's the one that just turned up one day and never left. And as you can see, Tiger's got some kind of special breed in him according to the vets, because he has orange eyes instead of the normal green eyes that the cats have. And that's Ginge. You all met Ginge last week when he decided to photobomb the video. Gingy. Yes. Say hello. And he's a crazy cat as well. Tiger. Tiger. Tiger does things when he wants to. So that's the cats. So, right, so let's get into the stitching what I've done this week. So, first of all, we had a new start, which was the Wing Companion, which is the one that everybody chose for me to start the other week, which is by and2. And this is a Ebon and Hearth design. So this one is being stitched on 25 count easy guide. I'm doing this 1/1 full cross. Now I only got round to starting this yesterday, so I've not done a huge amount of work on it, but that's where we've got to. So all black. So this one I'm actually doing with Anchor Black, and I must agree that the coverage on this is a lot better than the DMC Black. You can still see slight marks through it. I don't know if you can see on there. No, it looks pretty clear on here. So, but yeah, it's a lot better coverage than what the DMC 310 is. So I've started on that one. So that one, I only started last night, as I say. I managed to get 367 stitches in there. Well, that went pretty quick because it's all just black. So that's that one. So I may do a bit more work on that one this week. Right, the next one I worked on was my janlynn Northern Lights, which was my restart of the wolves pattern. And as I mentioned last week, I was doing a challenge from Stitching 911, which was to get 500 stitches on there. So I'll pop in a picture of where this was last time you saw it. And this is where I've got to now. So just round about here is where, I don't know if you can see on here, the wolf's nose starts to come in. So I'm doing around this area here. So I decided I'm going to work to the top part first, and then I'll come down and do these wolves. So I'm going to do all around here first. So that's that one. So that one is being stitched on 14 count black Haed, which is the called for fabric. And that one I put in 500 stitches exactly. The next one I worked on was my Egyptian Queen, which is this one. And as you remember, last time I was working in this part around here. So I'll pop a picture of where that one was last time. And this is where I've got to now. So almost got this all done. I was aiming for the page finish because there's not much left to do. A couple of stitches here and a couple more down here. Now I don't know if you can see, but there is a lot of gold metallic in that. So I filled in a part of this, and then there was like all the big white gaps. So I thought, I know, I'll do the gold metallic, get it out of the way. Ugh, big mistake. So there was about 100 stitches of the gold metallic in that. So after I'd done those, I was like, nah, I'm done. I've had enough. So I'll put it away. Should have aimed for the page finish, but hey, well, never mind. Next time it comes out, it'll get page finish, and then I'll move on to the next section. So that one's coming along nicely. So that one again is being stitched on 14 count white Haed. That one's a DMC kit. And that one, I got 383 stitches in that one. It's been a pretty quiet week this week. Next one I worked on was my Heaven and Earth supersized Tiger Family in the Jungle. The one by Clancy, which is this one. Which is the one that I'm doing for the full coverage fanatics. Now, as you remember last week, I wanted to aim to get that page finished. So again, excuse the park threads, but we finally did it. So it was this page here that I wanted to finish off. So we got all that one finished, and it filled in a little bit more of the beak here. So next time I pull this one out, I'm going to start back up here and do this page. And then as I say, I'm going to work in my pages in a block. So when I've done that one, it means I've got to move the Q snap to do this one here. So hopefully soon, I might start seeing some more animals in there, because there is a fair few animals in there. I think the next one I get to will probably be this parrot here. And then when I move down to this page here, there's a butterfly as well. So I'm getting close to getting starting on the tiger, but I think that one might still be a while away yet. Now that one I got in a total of 64 stitches. Now that was all confetti stitches, so it was just like one of each. So for 64 stitches, it took me an hour and a half, which is pretty slow for me, but it was just constantly changing threads out, so never mind. So that one again is being done on 25 count easy guide, and I'm doing that again 1/1 full cross. And then the last one I worked on was my Tiger of the Heavens, which is this one. So again, I'll pop a picture in of where this one was last time. Now, one thing I've never mentioned to people before is what this kit actually is, and it's done by Designworks Crafting. So, Designworks Crafting. That's what this kit is. Somebody asked me who it was by, and then I realised I'd never actually mentioned who that one is by. So I'll pop a picture in of where this one was last time. Can't speak today. And this is where we're at now. So the tiger is now fully finished. So what I'm going to decide now where I'm going to start next. I may start filling in some of the sky parts, so like these parts around here, just so then I can start getting the tiger bite stitched and getting his whiskers and everything put in there. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It'll add a bit more colour to the pattern as well. So yeah, so he's coming along really nicely. And I'm going to say from here, it does look kind of 3D. It looks like he's actually coming off the fabric, which is quite cool. So that's that one, and that is all I worked on there. So that's all I've done this week. So now that Tiger of the Heavens, I only got 274 stitches this week. So as I say, bit of a slow week, but I have been trying to sort out all my paperwork for my immigration stuff. Excuse me. So one of my police checks is already sorted. So that one was pretty quick, which was the one for over here. Last time I applied for one over here, it took about 3 weeks for them to do. This time it took 2 days. So that is on its way to me. So that's that one done. And then I've just got to sort out the one for the UK. So hopefully that one won't take too long to do. Now somebody did ask how I do a rotation on my whips. Well, the Tiger of the Heavens one I work on every week. So that one is normally my one from when I get in from work till after I've had my evening meal. And then I'll then pick another pattern out. My mini Deer Creek one that I said I'm going to work on every weekend. I never worked on it all this weekend. life is life. It got in the way. I ended up doing stuff. And I just never got to stitch at all this weekend, other than on the wolf pattern. But with regards to the rest of my rotation, as it stands at the moment, I just work on what I feel like I'm working. So I'll pick something up and I was like, yeah, I'll work on that one today, or now I'll find something else. So I don't really have a rotation per se. Obviously, starting with the enchanted stitching group, that will obviously mean that I'll be pulling, I think it's 4 patterns you have to work out, or 4 projects. So that'll kind of work out some kind of rotation, but I don't really have a rotation. I just work on what I feel like I want to work on that day. So that's everything I think I need to mention. Yep. So again, hope everybody downloaded the free long dog sampler that I posted a link for last week. Obviously that is now chargeable now, so you can't get that for free no more. Also as well, I noticed that there are a fair few people who have subscribed to me that have their own Flosstube channels as well, or YouTube channels. So now, for some reason, YouTube doesn't notify me of everybody who's joined up or subscribed to my channel. So on this video, if you do want to post below your YouTube channels, feel free to pop them in the comment section below, and I can have a look at those and hopefully subscribe to you. And then obviously anybody else who's looking for other people to follow can have a look at those as well. So feel free to add those below on this video only, and we'll see what we can do on that one. So I'm gonna, as I say, try and do a stitch with me in a moment. Now somebody has also asked, well, a couple of people have asked how I do my parking. So I'm gonna try, being the operative word, to work out a video showing how I do my parking. Now obviously there's a couple of different ways of doing it, so I'll try and go through the couple of ways that I've done. So obviously you've got your diagonal parking, just your normal 4 block parking. So I'll go through and hopefully work those out for you as well, so you can see how that's all done. So again, thank you for watching. Any comments, feel free to pop those down below. You can also email me at dizzystitcher@gmail.com, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am at dizzystitcher on there. So comments, I do try to reply to everybody. So it may not be a big reply, but I do like to reply to as many people as I can. What I might do as well next week, if all goes well, I might do a questions and answers. So feel free to pop any questions that you'd like me to answer in next week's video. So if I don't reply to you and you just get a heart or whatever, it just means that I'm saving that question for next week. So I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything. So happy stitching, stay safe, and I will see you in next week's video with my latest update and possibly a questions and answer, and look out for hopefully a stitch with me later on this week, or maybe today. Okay, thanks for watching guys, catch you later, bye bye.